What's going on, Kingdom Kin? Procrastination is the thief of joy. I want you to understand that. Procrastination is the thief of joy. So if you're somebody that, and I can say this from experience because I used to do this, if you're somebody that says stuff like, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym on Monday. I was good for that. I'm gonna go to the gym on Monday. I'm gonna start my business next month. I'm gonna go to school next month. I'm gonna go register next month. I'm going, who knows, anything. I'm gonna start walking every morning for 30 minutes. I'll start doing that on Monday. I'll change my eating habits next week. Procrastination is the thief of joy. When you start holding off the things in life that you know will get you to your greater, the things that you know God is pushing you to do, He keeps putting it in your head for a reason because He wants you to achieve these things. And once you achieve them, you're ultimately going to get to your greater. When you push these things off and you procrastinate on the things that you know is going to elevate you in life, that you know is going to elevate you as a person, as a spiritual being, as a mother, a father, as a friend, as a brother, as a sister, as an employee, as an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, when you procrastinate on these things and you just put them off and you keep putting them off, that ultimately it dims your light for one. It it brings you down as a person. It's that's where that depression creeps in. That's where the anxiety creeps in. That's where you get the feeling of, well, should I be doing that thing? Am I even capable of doing the thing? That's when all of these doubts creep in. You can't let that happen, chosen one. You gotta keep pushing forward. You gotta put your 2 feet forward and you gotta move. I say this all the time. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving because if you don't, like I said, that depression, that anxiety, the doubt that you have in your heart and in your spirit, that's where that creeps in at. But if you're the type of person that say you're gonna do something and you do it, that's when you ultimately build your confidence. That's when you start to become the person that you envision yourself in the future. That's when you start to become a better mother, a better father, a better friend, a better brother, sister, employee, entrepreneur, whatever you're doing in life, whatever avenue you're in, that's when you start to become a better person and you get to your greater. You have to not push off the things that you know will ultimately make you feel better about yourself, make you think better, make you'll start enjoying life more. You'll start looking better because you're putting the right things in your body because you said, oh, I want to start eating better. But if you put it off for a whole nother month, now you didn't gain 20 pounds because you keep on putting it off. And then by the time you look up, it's like, dang, I'm 200 pounds. I'm 250 pounds. You can't keep putting off the things that will make you better in life. If you said you wanted to go back to school, if you keep on putting off that start date, you're going to look up and you're going to be like, dang, I said I wanted to go back to school 2 years ago. I would have been done with my degree by now, but I kept putting it off. That's the devil trying to creep in. The procrastination is one of the devil's traits. When you're procrastinating, that's of the devil. The devil don't want you to get far in life. He wants you to be below that bar that God set for you. Because if you're below that bar, you're doing things that are of God. Because the procrastination is now having you doubt yourself, and now you're resulting to drugs, alcohol. You're resulting to being around crowds that you know you shouldn't be around. If you were doing the things that you set forth and the goals that you set for yourself, you wouldn't even be associating with these type of people because you would be above the bar that God set for you. But when you don't do the things that you say you're going to do, you're below that bar. So of course you're going to end up in environments with people that you know you're not supposed to be around. People that you know they're not doing nothing with their lives. That's what ultimately happens. Just like they say, you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th. You can't do that to yourself. You're a chosen one. We can't do that to ourselves. We know that God has greater for us. We know that God has purpose for our life. And He shows it to us. But you have to you have to make that determined decision on whether or not you're going to walk the narrow path that God set for you, or you're going to keep procrastinating and you just going to walk down this. It's a wide path. You can do many things on this procrastination path, But none of the things on that path are good for you. But you have to decide to walk that narrow path, walk the path that God set forth for you, walk in your purpose. Because when you walk in your purpose, everything that your heart desires, you will obtain it. You will obtain it. Because you're, like I always say, you're working in the will of God. You will obtain those things. You got to understand something. Yesterday is the past. Tomorrow is the future. But today is a gift. That's why it's called a present. God has given you the present of today. You have to live in today. If you said you wanted to get something started, even if you can't get it started, like if it's not going to jump off today, at least start somewhere. Write down a plan. Because you can't just keep everything bottled up in your mind. Because if you have everything in your mind, now you're overthinking. Now your thoughts are just jumbled up. You have to write these things down. Y'all know I keep that handy dandy notebook. I say this every video. I keep a handy dandy notebook. I write everything down so that my mind is not cluttered. So that I have a vision for where I'm going. Even if you don't like writing, put it in your notes in your phone. Set you out a plan. Okay, boom. I said I wanted to start a business. So let me get my business plan together. Okay, so I need to have this done by this date. I need to have this done by this date. I want to make sure that I register for an LLC by this date. Okay, so I know that this is the inventory I need. I need to save the money up, and I need to have the inventory by this date so that I can have everything I need by my launch date. You need to give yourself deadlines for things, because if you don't have a deadline for what you're trying to do in life, the time is going to pass you by. The opportunity is going to pass you by. When God gives you a vision and he put that in your mind, if he comes to you in a dream, a spiritual awakening, whatever the case may be, take heed to that. He not just telling you to do these things for no reason. Y'all got to understand, it's bigger than just this 3D realm that we in. We're here for a purpose, and God will let you know your purpose if you surrender to him, and he will let you know your purpose. And with walking in your purpose, you're going to receive everything that you desired. So take heed when you find out what your purpose is, and he's giving you these messages and these spiritual downloads from that realm, from that spiritual realm. Write these things down. Make a plan. Have deadlines. Don't just, be nonchalant about everything. Oh, I'm going to do it on Monday. Like I said, I was the queen of do it on Monday. I was the queen of do it on Monday. Well, I'm going to go to the gym on Monday. Like I said before, I said that 27 Mondays ago. 27. But now I'm at a point in my life where it's like, okay, Monday never comes. You only have today, which is the present, which is a gift that God gives us. A lot of people don't get that gift. I guarantee you, everybody watching this video, including myself, we can think about at least 10 people, especially if you grew up in the hood, people that didn't make it to 18, that didn't make it to 21, and if you make it to 30, I ain't 30 yet, I'm creeping up on it. But if you make it to 30, people really think that's like you won the game because you made it to 30 in the environment that we were raised into. You made it to 30. You were a lucky one. You were chosen one, for real. So you have to really take advantage of your gifts. Take advantage of the present. Take advantage of today. A lot of people don't have today. A lot of people they didn't wake up to this gift. A lot of people didn't wake up today. You have to take advantage. Y'all see, I keep my daily gratitude list right there. The things that I'm grateful for on a daily. And my list is longer than this, but these are the main things that keep me going, that keep me vision driven, that they keep me walking down that narrow path with God. You have to be grateful. It's things that we don't even think about that we should be being grateful for. I'm so grateful I got 2 ears. Imagine walking around with 1 ear. That ain't funny because some people are. That's what I'm saying. It's things that we don't even think about that we need to be showing gratitude for. I'm so grateful I got 5 fingers on each hand. I'm so grateful I got 2 eyebrows and not 1. You have to be grateful for the smallest things, the things that you don't even realize. That's why in the morning, I do have this list on my wall But I have like a little notepad. I wish I could show it to y'all. I got like a little notepad. I didn't write. I ain't do it today. I'm gonna do it. But I keep a little notepad on my desk over here, and every day, at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, I write down the things that I'm grateful for. You know, we're not supposed to just wait till Thanksgiving to say what we're grateful for. This is something you're supposed to do on a daily. And when you start acknowledging the things that you're grateful for, and then just thinking about the fact that these things could be gone like this, that will be that will give you that push to use today, use the present, use your gift, because this is a gift. Use your gift. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. And then for the people that like to, because it's a lot of people that do this, the people that like to wait on other people to get them a handout, or oh, your friend, your homie done got on, your homegirl, she done got put on, and you waiting on her to reach back. Everybody not gonna reach back. That's just how life is. You gotta get out here and get it on your own. And you not alone. That's why I said when you surrender to the Most High, you not alone. He got you. He gonna give you the vision, even if you're lost. I was lost. I'm finding my way now because I've surrendered. I pray. I fast. I do things in God's will. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. And God, He could attest, I'm not perfect. I'm still struggling with spiritual demons upon me. Smoking being one of them. I'm still struggling with that. But every day I pray to cast that demon up off me. It's not going to happen overnight. But I pray to God and I speak to Him and I build that relationship with Him so that He know my heart. He know my heart. And that's just period. I don't care what nobody in this world say about me. God know my heart. He know that my heart is pure. There's a lot of people walking around like they got everything figured out, but your heart is hard as a rock. Your heart is black as charcoal. You will never be blessed like that. And even if you do get things in life, they're gonna be gone. You're not gonna have them for a lifetime. They're not gonna stay with you for eternity. But that's a whole nother conversation. The basis of this video is to stop procrastinating. You got too much potential. A lot of us got kids, family. We got too much riding on this. Like, for us to be out here playing and procrastinating. We got too many people depending on us. And then you gotta stop letting yourself down. Like I said, when you become a person that do the things that you say you're gonna do, that's the instant confidence booster. That's the instant, like, that's where you get your instant gratification from. Because a lot of people want instant gratification in worldly things. No, you get instant gratification for doing the things that you say you're gonna do, and doing things that actually benefit others, doing things that benefit yourself as well. But you have to do things that benefit the people around you, the people that you say you love. When you do the things that you say you're gonna do, and you put your 2 feet forward and you get out here and you move, can't nobody tell you nothing. You set yourself apart. When you do the things you say you're gonna do, you set yourself apart. You in the 1%. You with the 1%ers, the 3%ers. Because there's a lot of people that do this. This all they do is talk. And they don't have nothing to back that up with. They just say, they talk, or they speak on what they used to be doing. I'm pretty sure we all know somebody like that. You and me, the dude, and this nigga talking about, oh, I was the man back in in high school. Yeah, back in '96. Baby, it's 2025. What you got going on right now? What you got going on right now? People love talking about what they used to do, who they used to be. We living in the present. The past is the past. Tomorrow not promised. We living in the present, which is the gift. What you got going on right now? What type of person are you today? Is your heart softened? Because God judges our heart posture. Come on now. I know the chosen ones understand what I'm saying. Stop living in the past. Stop fixating on the future. You have to be in the present moment. You have to really Set out plans for yourself. Set up systems. Because when you set up systems, eventually your system's gonna start working for you, and you ain't even gonna have to put in no footwork. And that's just real talk. Stop living in the past and fixating on the future. Focus on the now. And like I said, even if you create these plans and you writing everything down, stop looking for instant gratification. If you work the plan gonna work for you. That's just simple as that. You make that plan and you work that plan, the plan is gonna work for you. It might take some time. It might happen like that. You never know. Everybody's journey is different. But when God see that you putting that foot forward and you calling out to him and you working that plan, he gonna make that plan work for you. He gonna make that plan work for you. I promise you. Stop procrastinating. Stop sleeping on your potential. You a chosen one. Your potential is endless. You gotta see this in yourself. And like I said, call out to God and he'll show you. He'll show you. He will show you the way. Alright, y'all, Kingdom King. I really just wanted to get that message out there to y'all. Yeah, I love y'all. God loves y'all too. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next video. Peace.